Focus Friday. I wasn't too prepared. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's Elaine Forbes Daisley, and let's make sure that we are on live. Welcome and good evening to Financial Focus Friday. It's your girl Elaine Forbes Daisley, aka the Elaine Forbes. Let me get my notes together. I'm just doing all kinds of things. Hi, how is everyone doing? If you're a business owner, if you're a CEO, COO, business owner, put business in the chat. If you are a non-for-profit, put non-for-profit in the chat. So good evening. And this evening I want to talk to you about something that is real right now. So hello, how you all doing? We're in the beautiful island of St. Vincent and the Grenadine. Yes, we are. So you can see the beautiful scenery. I'm just gonna turn the camera so you can see the beautiful scenery. Hey, 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 if we can get all of that beautiful scenery. So today I want to talk to you about something that is real in real time. We are still in April. Yes, we're still in April. We're still in the tax season. We're still in the tax season. And a lot of business owner and non-for-profit are probably asking this question. Can this still be done? What do I need to give to my tax preparer? Why does my QuickBook match what I think happened in my business? Or why does my QuickBook not match? That's the thing. Why does my QuickBook not match what I think happened in my business? So, oh my gosh. Jesus. I live near a roadside. Oh my God. Y'all hearing all of that? I do hope you're not hearing all of that. Oh my goodness. That's the neighbor. That's the neighbor. That's the neighbor. Oh my Lord. Y'all are hearing everything, right? Everything, everything, everything. Oh my goodness. So you'll know this is real time. You're getting all of this in real time. And we are Jesus. When it's not one thing, it's that the other. So I came all the way outside so that I would avoid the noise inside and avoid the noise. I'm getting the noise from outside. So you know what? I'm just gonna do my thing. So good evening. Welcome to Financial Focus Friday, where we talk all things about finances, business, and personal. And this evening, I want to talk to you about something that is real because some people are asking the question, can I still do it? Can I still make it? Because we are in the middle of our tax season. If you're in the US, you are in the middle of our tax season. For some Caribbean island, you have already past the due time. And as a business owner, you are asking, can I still make it? Can I still? I'm not sure for this person over here and you too. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? So, as I was saying, we are in the middle of tax season, and some people are probably asking, can I still make it? Can I still get my taxes done? And do I still have my records, all my records? Why is my QuickBook not saying what I think it is supposed to be saying? Because, so that's what we want to talk about. Your QuickBooks. Oh gosh. I'm trying to get my notes. Do you mean that if I'm in the gym? Oh my goodness. Do you mean if I'm in the gym, I would not get any in the gym for what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about the noise? If you're talking about the noise, then I can understand. If you're talking about anything else, I'm not sure what else. Why would you want? Why is that possible? Why do you want to help me? What do you want to help me with? You know what I'm saying? Because we're talking. Let's talk. You know, let's talk.
So
Hi.
hope
So to all those who are saying hello, so as you might have recognized, I'm in the beautiful island of St. Vincent and the Grenadine, where it is summer all year round. It is summer all year round, and the noises. It's a live broadcast, and we are where we live. If you are from the Caribbean, you would understand. You're from the Caribbean, you'll understand. I'm actually outside on the porch. As you can see, the beautiful background, backdrop, natural, sunshine, and all the beauty. We are almost at the deadline. We are almost at the deadline of filing taxes. If you are business owners, and maybe your personal taxes are non for profit, your non for profit might not be due on the 15th of April, but we're almost at the 15th of April. If you have not yet submit your tax document to your tax preparer, then this is what we're talking about. Making sure that you are able to meet the deadline of taxes. You're using QuickBooks. If you're using QuickBooks Online and your accounts are not reconciled, so let's start again. What we're talking about is today is 3 signs that your QuickBooks is not ready. Your QuickBooks is not ready to be submitted to your tax preparer so your taxes can be filed on time. And number one, your accounts are not reconciled. Your accounts are not reconciled. Oftentimes, business owner look at their books and they struggle or have a challenge to make sure that their books are reconciled. What do you need to reconcile? Your bank account, your credit card account. Those are the two things. Most others are important, but the two that must be reconciled is your bank account and your credit card account. If you're using a third party payment system, that should also be reconciled. Reconciling your bank account and credit card will ensure that all your transaction or your financial transaction throughout the process or the course of the year in your business are recorded. Now, another thing that some business owners sometimes struggle with or will say to me, oh, I, I use a personal account to to pay some of my bills. That must also be recorded in your business. So that should be reconciled, and that is one of the ways you will know if your QuickBooks is ready to file taxes. Number two. So we're talking about three things. Number two, transaction are uncategorized or miscategorized. Transaction are uncategorized or miscategorized. In your business, in your QuickBooks, all transaction that goes through your bank account should be categorized. And this happens all the time. So, transactions are not categorized. Most small business owners that are using QuickBooks will download the bank feed to their QuickBooks. However, downloading your bank feed does not amount to categorizing your transaction in your QuickBooks. If your bank feed is downloaded, then it is your responsibility to categorize them in your QuickBooks to the expense category that applies to the transaction. The other problem when it comes to categorizing expenses or miscategorizing expenses is mixing personal transaction with business transaction. And I've cautioned, and I know most accountants have said it on numerous occasions, that mixing personal and business is not good for business. Mixing personal expense with business expense is not good for business. However, if you are using one account for both your personal and your business, then categorizing the expense is important. Making sure it is going to the right category, the right classification. That is one thing. And then another thing I see happen when it comes to categorization of expenses is people code transfer as expenses or even as income. If you transfer from one bank account to another or from one payment system to your bank account like PayPal, these must be categorized correctly and sometimes are miscategorized. And that is important because if it is miscategorized, then your expenses might be understated, your income might be overstated, and that is important when it comes to filing your taxes. Avoiding understatement and overstatement of your income and expenses will affect your tax liability, meaning you might end up paying more tax than you should or paying less than you should. So that is important. Number three is waiting until last minute to figure it out. So this one is big. Is waiting until last minute to figure it out. Now, I know that it happens because I've seen it happen. Is waiting until last minute to start thinking about your taxes. Today is too late. Today is too late to think about whether your bookkeeping is ready or not, your QuickBooks is ready. Today is late, but better late than never. That's what we say, better late than never. The deadline is next week. Next week. The deadline to file your taxes is next week. So we have this weekend to make sure that we have all our documents together, everything, QuickBooks ready and all. Waiting until the deadline is not a strategy. Okay, waiting until the deadline is not a strategy, but it happens. It happens, and I know that. I know that, but it is not. What usually happens when you wait until the deadline is that you get in a rush. You start rushing, and we know when you start to rush, what happens. Things happen. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong when you are the deadline is upon you and you're rushing. Everything that is can go wrong will go wrong when we are on the deadline. Hello, good afternoon, welcome. Thank you for those who are joining us today. It is Financial Focus Friday, where we talk all things about finances, business, and personal. And today we're talking about 3 things that will let you know that you're not ready. Your QuickBooks. We're specifically talking about the business. Hey, from Turkey. We're specifically letting you know about your QuickBooks. So today we're talking about your QuickBooks. So this is for those in the US. If you're in the on the continent of the North America, if you're in the US, your tax deadline is next week. I think Wednesday, the 15th of April. This weekend is crunch time to make sure that all your records, thank you, all your records are together and you're ready to file your taxes. So 3 things is your banks or credit cards not reconcile. Number 2, your transactions are not categorized or miscategorized. And number 3, you're waiting until the deadline. You're waiting until the deadline, which means that we are right here now, just getting prepared for to file our taxes, to check our QuickBooks, to check for our documents. With this, at this point in time, we are up for any kind of mistake. We're going to rush. We might leave stuff out. I'm trying. Is that a plane passing by? We might leave stuff out. Paying attention to some things we might not pay attention to because we're rushing. Okay, so we have some people over here on YouTube and over here on Instagram. It's your girl Elaine Forbes Daisy. So if you are wondering if your books are ready, want to make sure that your books are ready, we definitely have a review for you. We can take a look at your book, see if it is ready for you. So what should you do right now? Right now, today. What should you do right now, today? If you know your books are not ready, they need to be ready. That's the very first thing. If you know your books are not ready, they need to be ready. Here are your next steps. First, make sure all your income and expenses are entered. So first, make sure all your income and expenses are entered. Second, review your bank account, credit card, PayPal, Stripe, Square. Yeah. Second is review your bank account, credit card, or any third party payment platform that you're using. And third, reconcile every account you can. Fourth, run a profit and loss and balance sheet. And fifth, stop guessing. If you know your books are messy, get support before the deadline passes. So if you know your books are messy, get support before the deadline passes. This is exactly why I help business owner and nonprofit with QuickBooks cleanup, tax ready QuickBooks review, and QuickBooks training and support. This is why I help business owners and non-for-profit with QuickBooks cleanup, QuickBooks review for taxes, and QuickBooks support and training. Don't miss that. Because sometimes the issue is not that you did nothing. It is that nobody show you the right way to keep your books clean and tax ready. Sometimes it's not because you do not do anything, but it's because nobody show you how to keep your books clean and tax ready. So I want to say this. Whether you're a business owner or non-for-profit, having a clean book is necessary. It matters. Having a clean book matters. If you know your books are behind, messy, not ready for taxes, if you know your books are behind, not ready for taxes, do not wait. Send a message. Nobody come down, because I'll come up there later. Hello. Because so if you know your books are messy and you know to get some cleanup, feel free to DM me ready, and we can schedule a time. I can take a look at your books to see where you're at. And if you would like to check it out for yourself before so number one, you can get the checklist, go through your books yourself, see where you're at. We have a scorecard, we have a checklist that you can get. DM me checklist or put it in the chat, checklist, and we will, or on the video below you will see the link for the checklist. We'll put the link there for the checklist or the scorecard. Go and take a look, see the things that you need to look at in your QuickBooks. Look at it, make sure you are ready to file your taxes. Having clean financial records better help you to file your taxes. It helps you to make better financial decisions and grow your business. So thank you all. Thank you for those who joined us today for Financial Focus Friday, and we will be back next Friday with another Financial Focus Friday where we talk about all things financial, business, and personal. And guys, if you know somebody that would need this information, feel free to share it. It is social media, and Elaine likes to be social. So make sure you say hi, Elaine, when you come across this video. With that said, I'm gonna say have a good evening. Remember, the goal is not just to file. The goal is to have financial records that you can trust. Remember, the goal is not just to file your taxes, it's to have clean financial records that you can trust. Hey, tax deadline is next week for the US. So with that said, have a great evening, everyone, and we'll be back here next week, Friday, where we share all things financial. It's Financial Focus Friday. So, ta-ta! Bye! Bye, bye, bye. I don't know how to end this live. How do I end this live? I don't know. Do I just click that? Are you sure you want to stop the streaming?